See ya. That's a lie.
Hello there, wrestling fans. Welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. I am Joe Panther the third, and man, oh man, Ringside crew, you are in for a treat. I had this young lady on, I want to say last year, a year before that, 5 years doing the podcast. Just so many things to remember. No lenses in your glasses and so much on your mind at all times. But I had her on years ago, and she was just getting started. She was doing some interviews, stuff like that. Now she's in the ring. She's tattooing. She's having fun. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside Podcast return to Brookelle Bombshelle. Welcome back, Brooke.
Thank you.
Awesome. And a new hairstyle, I might add.
Yes, thanks for noticing.
That's my job. I work with women in an assisted living place. That's my job. To keep the girls happy and be like, oh, you want a cup of coffee? Give me a cup. Free coffee. But so what have you been up to since the last time we were in the studios?
A whole lot of training and prepping and then debuting and now doing matches.
Wow. Awesome. So what was it like to take that step in the training department? Like, and who trained you?
It felt like a really natural, organic step, to be honest. As soon as I was expressing interest, things kind of just fell into my lap. So I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and around here, James Ellsworth is also in town. So he owns Adrenaline Championship Wrestling, who I have been training under. So he's my main trainer. He's the one that scouted me. But I also have been getting some assistance from Riot City, Nick Sickend, Matt Wild, couple people. So I'm lucky to have more than one particular trainer, but my main trainer has actually been on WWE, so I feel very blessed to have those kind of opportunities.
It's amazing. And it's funny because he comes around to Pennsylvania a lot, to a lot of places like PPW. He was supposed to be at High Grounds, but something happened. He had to change his plans. But I've seen him a lot. I met him once or twice at PPW. I'll say, hey, what's going on, Ellsworth? He didn't know who I was because I'm just a Panther Pop podcast dude. But still, he's like, hey, dude, how you doing? And he seems like a cool guy. With now you're in the ring doing the action, have you found it really crazy that you've taken this giant step to now be in the ring instead of being the back, doing interviews and stuff like that?
To be honest, even from my first interaction watching indie wrestling, I immediately kind of visioned myself in the ring. So doing the interviews was more or less kind of just getting my foot in the door and getting me closer to the action per se. So it lined me up with the opportunities necessary to get in the ring, but now it feels like just another step in my plan.
Awesome. I saw your gear. Who made it, and what were the inspirations behind that?
Right now, everything is so new and fresh that I'm just putting together my own looks. There's no particular designer yet, but I do have a couple of gear makers that I'm in contact with, such as Wicked Lester, the woman who produces the official gear for people like Rhea Ripley, um, Natty, and all those big names. So soon I'll have that level of gear and I'll look just like the rest of the professional gals.
You look awesome either way. I saw the pictures and I was like, she's got it. She's got something there. She has a bubble. She has flames. I could see it. She's got something. Even with the promo picture, your promo picture you sent me. I'm like, oh man, look at Brooke. Look at her, making me proud, Papa. She's looking. You are like Papa. I'm like, Brooks got it. Like, I'm happy for you. So when you had your first match, what were your thoughts that day when you got booked for the match and that was the day of it?
I was given, kind of a heads up that I would have the debut date and who the match would be with, but obviously until then, you kind of have to wait until you're in the action to call it and to do everything. So I had the usual experience of the nerves, the idea of, oh, should I just quit? I feel like all the usual stuff, the imposter syndrome, it all hits you at once. But then as soon as you hear your intro music and you open that curtain, it doesn't really matter. It all kind of goes away. The switch happens. All of a sudden the lights are on you and you're in the character. So I would say I was feeling nervous before I kind of hit the stage per se, but right after that, everything felt very natural. The nerves went away, and it just kind of turned into okay, action.
Wow, awesome. Like, how many times a day do you actually train?
I train for specifically with wrestling, and my trainer is once a week, unless there is a show during the week where we set up the ring and we get an extra one in somehow. But I'm personally going to the gym and working out a minimum of 5 days a week. It could be up to seven, although I try to give myself at least one rest day.
Hmm. Like now, you do your. I remember last time we were talked a lot about you traveling and going to your tattooing conventions and stuff like that. Do you still attend a lot of your tattoo conventions and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, I have to leave in a few days for the second one this month. But it's usually just the ones that I feel are going to be worth it. Because I do need to train at least once a week for wrestling. So that's the priority. I just was in Minneapolis. I'm going to Philadelphia next, but I'm kind of picking and choosing places that are a, worth the money, or B, easier to get to so I can kind of be available for matches, events, training, that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Are there any female wrestlers on your bingo card for 2026?
Of course, yeah, the CCW girls, I'm definitely coming for. Nikki Blackheart, Kristen Blaze, a newcomer, Sarah Wilder, all women I'd really like to meet in the ring.
Mm. There's another one I interviewed this past year, Nikki Wild. If you're familiar with her.
Nikki Wild? No, not personally.
Okay. Um, is there any particular match style that you've been wanting to do that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Um, well, I've only had the two. The one being a one-on-one with me versus Aurora Lee. The second one being a six-man tag team with me versus Riot City. So I've been lucky enough to already have a lot of variety, despite there only being two official matches. But I do know upcoming, I have a lot more plans. I get to participate in the Queen of Maryland tournament in February at the beginning of the month, so that's very exciting. And then from there, I'm just hoping to make more connections and see who else I can meet in the ring or where else I could branch out to just keep doing more matches, meeting more people, getting the ball rolling, going.
Awesome. So now you have a website. I know you had it probably when you did your tattooing a lot. Like, is that easier now that you have like merch that you sell for your wrestling career on the side of the actual website also?
Um, I have always had merch on the website because I have been professionally tattooing for 15 years, so that's been an independent business already. But since the debut for wrestling, there's been an obvious uptake in interest and merch sales. So that's another blessing to already have a fan base and already be able to expand on that fan base so quickly. So business has definitely gone up, and I'm feeling very positive. I do have wrestling to thank for that. But this year, you can expect to see a lot more variety with merch, a lot going on with the website, and much more to offer from me.
Awesome. Do you have anything you could show off right now that if they went on the website, Brooke, and they wanted to pick anything up?
Yeah, I do have a few new things. Just a small taste is I have brand new keychains that just dropped. The logo on the keychain is what is on the new T-shirts as well. I use it for a lot of promotional photos, so you've probably seen it around. These are $7 on the website, but if you see me at an event or in person, there's a discount, and they're only $5 if you get them in cash.
Wow, awesome. So the t-shirt when you get the t-shirt, do they have you have different designs for your t-shirts, or they're all just pretty much the same?
No, there's 3 different styles right now. Although the third style is the last one, so there's only a few left. That would be the original logo I had of just my mouth design, but this is also a new t-shirt, and then my brand new logo that I just debuted in 2026 is an additional t-shirt.
Ooh. So if anybody wanted to get like a tattoo from Brookelle Bombshelle, like how many times a day do you book like with the tattooing? Is there like certain days that you can book with people and you can't book with people?
Yeah, I'm available for tattooing Tuesday through Saturday. So I just reserve Sundays for training, and Mondays are typically the day that I get my errands and chores done.
So have you had any fun stories that you want to share tonight within the wrestling world yet?
Um, the fun stories I could share that I've been blessed with already is just I've already been able to encounter a handful of superstars, former TV stars from WWE, such as Enzo, Matt Riddle, Sandman, just to name a few. But at the second match that I just had in Red Line, Pennsylvania, Sandman was there, and as soon as I got backstage from coming out of the ring, he immediately gave me critiques. He was immediately there, and he had a lot of encouraging things to say. So that was like, in my opinion, a lot of fun. That was a great experience, especially from someone that has so much recognition in the industry.
Wow. Before we go, if you could write a letter to a younger Brookelle Bombshelle, what would you say in that letter?
Stay focused. You'll get where you want to be.
Wow. Awesome. Brooke, if anybody wants to follow you on social media, how can they find you?
The Instagram is brookelle.bombshell, and the website is www.brookellebombshell.com.
Awesome. Brookelle Bombshelle, I want to thank you so much for coming back on the podcast. It's an absolute honor to have you on. I'm so proud of you on this new awesome journey you're taking within the independent wrestling world. Please tell your wrestling friends, and I hope you could I hope I could see you at PPW in Slatington, Pennsylvania one day, or even at New Era or anywhere near me, because it would be awesome to see you. Thank you again. I am Joe Panther III.
I'm Brookelle Bombshell.
And we will catch you in the next one.